And the reason why we want you to check them out is because we know that, number one, some of them are going to have different skill sets than we have. Some of them might be raising food in the same area you're raising food, so they probably have better information than we do. And some of their personalities you just might click with better. They all have some wonderful, wonderful things to offer, and we really do hope that you go and check them out.
What makes your garden grow? Water and sunshine. What makes your spirit grow? Knowing that she'll be mine.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Freedom Homestead. I'm Tangie.
I'm Jack.
And we just got home like a couple of hours ago from an awesome weekend at Homesteaders of America in Virginia.
Yeah, it was amazing. It really was. We got to spend time with literally thousands. The first day, I think over 5,000 people. Homesteaders like us, like a lot of you viewers. It was awesome to see that many people gathering together, like-minded, sharing ideas, tons of vendors, great speakers.
Incredible speakers.
The speakers were awesome. And yeah, it was really well done. And it was cool to meet some friends that we hadn't seen in a while.
Friends that we haven't seen in a while, and friends that we made while we were there.
Yes, we definitely touched base with some new faces, and some of them we got to spend several days with while we were out there and just hit it off. Connections. Again, you know, as homesteaders, we have a common interest. But once you start spending time with them, you realize, hey, they're a lot like us. You know, we connect really well with them. So it was just a lot of fun. I'm really glad we were able to go. We didn't think we were going to make it this year.
Right. Yeah. With everything that's happened this year, it was not on our radar. But it just so happened that the week opened up and we thought, if we can, why don't we?
Yep. So we don't want to, probably on our Monday night live show, we'll probably get into more details and stories about some of the things we heard and ideas and things, but we don't want to get too wordy on this video.
Right.
But we do have a lot of photos of several of the people and families that we got to hang out with and meet. We didn't get to take photos with everybody, or we'd have probably still be there.
Right. Right.
Some of them maybe you haven't heard of, so it'll give you the opportunity to check out some other homestead channels that we may have listed on here. And what we did do some videos. We interviewed several other homestead channels, and stay tuned because we're going to be putting out another video specifically highlighting a couple of them. And so you guys will actually get to know them a little bit more, and then specifically, hopefully go check out their channels as well.
We were very excited to meet Hidden Oaks Homestead. They are from the Pensacola area, and we first heard about them from Daniel Arm's channel. He gave them a shout out, and so we went over there and started following them and didn't even know they were going to be there. So it was really, really cool to see them.
It was, and we got to hang out with them quite a bit.
They're one of the ones that we got to meet, spend a lot of time with, and get to know them really well. And we just really, really enjoyed our time with them.
They were really cool. This was their first conference, and we're really glad that they came and we got to hang out with them.
Definitely.
Obviously, Jake, everybody knows White House on the Hill. If you don't know him, go check out his channel. His whole family was there. Of course, they had the little baby, and there's Jake holding the baby there. But yeah, his whole family was there, and it was awesome to get to hang out with him a little bit.
We got to see Kaylee from the Homestead for just a second. She was a speaker this year, also a vendor, and I believe she did some demonstrations. But she came by really quick where we were standing to say hi, and it was really awesome that she did.
Yeah. So another family we got to hang out with and talk with quite a bit was the Flip Flop Barnyard.
Yes.
And they got to see their whole family, all their kids. This is just a really cool, down-to-earth family.
And of course, I was very happy to meet Anna from Fermented Homestead. I know that she has followed our channel for a long time. She comments on our Monday Night Lives, but we finally got to meet in person and we just instantly hit it off. I don't know how many hours we talked, but we talked for a long time and she is really, really awesome. Has an awesome channel. If you are into fermenting, gardening, all of that stuff, definitely go check her out. She is amazing.
She's from out west. She came all the way from Washington State to the conference.
She sure did.
So we also got to hang out and meet again the Walterman Homestead. We've met them before at another gathering, but we were glad to see that they were there at the Homesteaders Conference. So we got to hang out with them a little bit.
And I was absolutely thrilled to meet Becky from Acre Homestead. We've been following each other on Instagram for a long time. We follow each other's YouTube channels. She does a lot of canning, gardening, bulk grocery shopping, batch freezer cooking, just a lot of really great things. But it was so awesome to get to hang out with her and her mom. Then we also got to meet Robin and her husband from Rose's Liberty. She has been a friend to our channel for a while, and to be able to hug her neck finally was awesome.
Yeah, that was a really nice couple.
And of course, you all know Rebecca and Justin Rhodes. Justin was covered up with people. Like the whole time, every time we would walk by there would just be this incredible line.
Yes.
So we did go over there at one point when the line was kind of small, and Rebecca came over and talked to us. She's just amazing. So if you don't know about Justin and Rebecca, then go check out the Justin Rhodes Show. And of course, the link is in the description box.
Yeah. Somebody that I've seen him a couple of times. I never really have got to meet him, but we actually got to go to hear him speak, was Mike, the Fit Farmer. And definitely check out the Fit Farmer, his channel. He was an amazing speaker. Talked about why homesteading is so important, especially in today's time period, you know, with everything that's going on with our nation and in the world, why homesteading families are so important. And it was just a really good talk, really thoughtful, thought-provoking talk. And then we got to hang out with him and get our picture made with him and stuff. So
I will say this too about his talk. First of all, it was standing room only. There were no empty chairs. And when he was finished, everyone stood up and applauded because what he said touched so many people. And if you are not a member of the HOA, if you don't have an HOA membership, they actually filmed his talk. And if you are a member, you can see it. You can see all of the filmed talks.
We got to see our dear friends, Tommy and Patty, Alderman Farms. That was one of the families that we just could not wait to get up there and to hang out with, and did not disappoint.
Nope.
You know, we just, it's amazing to see them and hang out with them. We really have a connection with them.
Yes. Not only did we get to fellowship with them, but I actually sat in on Miss Patty's talk, and she did an amazing job.
Yeah. So a family that we met new for the first time is Celtic Roots Farm. And again, we got to do a little interview with them that we'll show in another video, along with a few others. But it was neat to meet them and hear a little bit of their backstory. And they were really nice people. In fact, it's amazing. Like, you meet these people that are total strangers, but talking with them for 15, 20 minutes, you feel like you've known them for years. So it was really cool to meet them. Somebody that I was really excited about meeting, and I didn't know if we would get to meet him or not, but we were actually at a vendor booth grabbing some tasty treats, and found out that the people making these tasty treats were the family of Rory Feek, Joey and Rory, the country artist. And so Rory, he kind of walked up while we were there, and we talked with him for a few minutes, and again, down to earth guy. He doesn't act like he's anybody. He's just one of the crowd, just hanging out with everybody. And he put on a concert that night. And
So as we are eating our treat from the bakery that he's talking about, I happen to look up and I see two very familiar faces. And I said, hey,
yeah,
isn't that Wild Wonderful Off Grid?
yeah.
And he went,
I just
"What?
about threw my
Where?"
cinnamon roll away. And I was like, I gotta go say hi to them, and I have to thank them. I mean, they have a huge channel, but if you do not know who they are, please go check out Wild Wonderful Off Grid. This is a young couple that has built their entire house by themselves pretty much, and has documented all of it. And their videos are really well done. I mean, they put a lot of time and effort into it. They also have some livestock and they do all kinds of other projects on their farm, their homestead. But I mean, they did mention us in a video or in a comment. And
After our house fell.
after we went through, some of the difficult stuff with our house, and I mean,
Seen
I know
a lot
it's
of people over here.
I know it's a little thing probably for them just to put something in the comment that, hey, remember them. They're going through a difficult time. But they did that, and it was, I wanted to thank them. And then they saw us coming over, and they started asking how the house was going, and we got to chat with them for a few minutes. So that was awesome. I didn't expect them to be there, so it was really cool to see them.
We got to see our friends Morris Patch of Heaven Homestead again. They're from Missouri, and we met them at the Heartland Homesteader Picnic.
We did.
A couple
Yeah.
years ago. And so it was really cool to see them there.
Yeah. We also got to meet Farmer Brad. If you don't know who Farmer Brad is, check him out. He makes a lot of things, but he also makes kind of watering systems for chicken coops and other birds and livestock and stuff. I think he made some for some quail.
Yes, it was A&J Farms, I think. They had a booth set up because they educate people about quails and why they're good for the homestead. And we actually saw Farmer Brad's watering system in play, and it was really impressive.
Yeah.
We also met Mulberry Branch Farms, and we fell in love with them instantly. They are just some really, really great people. They're out of Indiana. They have a lot that they share on their channel. And yeah, we kind of became instant friends.
That's another couple that we got to interview and will be highlighted on another video as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So we also got to hang out with our good dear friends that we have now, John and Heather. Our Hodgepodge Homestead, they're up in Michigan. We've been hanging out with them for the last couple of get-togethers now in different places, hootenannies and other homestead gatherings. And
we met at the first HOA.
yeah.
And like he said, we've been together at some Michigan get-togethers and things, and we just love them to pieces. They actually even stayed here with us when they were RVing back and forth.
They are dear friends now.
Yes, they are.
Yes, they're part of our homestead family.
Definitely.
Another homestead family of ours that has actually stayed here with us and are welcome at any time. And of course, we've been to their place too, the Holler Homestead. Yeah, Ben and Meg and their whole crew is just always amazing to see them, and dear friends of ours now.
Yes.
Yes,
We
very dear
love them dearly. And yeah, they were actually our very first guests when we moved here. And so we told them that once the house is completed, once it's completely finished, that they'll have to come back.
They need to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we might do some sort of celebration with them here.
That'd be awesome.
So we were really excited to get to meet Nana's Homestead. She flagged us down, and we loved talking to her, and she told us a little bit about her story.
Yep, yeah. How she came from California to Tennessee and is trying to start her homestead there. So it was really nice to meet her. Glad she saw us and found us.
Yeah, and what I really enjoyed about our discussion was she was talking about the challenges, what it's like growing food in California, where she's from, and now having to meet new challenges trying to grow food in a different climate with different pests and all of that stuff.
And then somebody new that we had never heard of, somebody called the Stivers. No, no.
Who's that?
Yeah. So we're just joking, but if you haven't heard of the Stivers Homestead, check them out. They're also our fellow Kentucky homesteaders
Yes.
that live not far from us, and we dearly love them. And their videos are so informative, educational, and they're just fun to watch.
They are.
Very fun to watch. So yeah, it was good that they were there and we got to hang out with them some too.
Yes, well, yeah. Well, we said, every time that we are together, it's usually at some kind of big function, and they get torn away a lot because people just love them and want to talk to them. And I sent Jen a message earlier today, and I said we just need to hang out.
Yeah.
Where there's not so many people.
The Stivers are their personalities. They attract people, and they kind of become the life of the party a little bit, which is
Definitely.
awesome because they're so good and fun to be around.
Yeah.
They're not like Doug and Stacy, but they're kind of like Doug and Stacy in a way that they attract people, and people want to gather near them and kind of be around them like that.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
So I don't know how long after I started Tangy the Caper's Wife that I met Creating Essence. I'm pretty sure that we met through a homeschool collab, but she is someone that I genuinely adore. She is a good mom. They homeschool, they homestead, and she's very intelligent. She shares a lot of great information, and she's just a warm, loving soul, and I love her. I even told her that without trying to sound creepy, how much I appreciated and love her. But anyway, yes, so definitely check out Megan from Creating Essence. She has a beautiful family, and I just love her to pieces. Someone else that I was very ecstatic to meet, I didn't really know that she was going to be there, is Constance. Her channel used to be called Cosmopolitan Cornbread, and it is now called A Good Life Farm. She and I have been in a lot of collaborations together. We just recently became Facebook friends, and talking to her, she is awesome. She is flippin' awesome.
Yeah. We had a lot in common.
Yes, she is a freedom lover to the core. And anyway, on her channel, she shares homesteading, gardening, devotionals, canning, cooking, just a lot of things like that. And you just have to go hang out with Constance and tell her we said hi.
She's from out west, I believe, isn't she?
She's
from Alabama.
She's in Alabama.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry about that.
While we were hanging out, we also met Julie from Row & Co. is the name of their channel. A Georgia girl like me. Yeah. And it was really awesome getting to meet her, and go check her out and see what they do over there on their channel. Yeah.
And it was so awesome because we meet all of these people, and it's just it's a whirlwind. It's just it truly is. It's kind of chaotic at times because so many people are coming and going. You start talking with somebody, then somebody yells your name and says hi real quick, and then runs off, and you're like, "Where'd they go? I wanted our picture with them." But several of these hung out with us after the conference too. Yes. Both nights, we all went out to eat different places and hung out for several hours and just talked and talked and talked. And that's where I think, especially some of them that we didn't know as well, we just bonded with.
Right.
And of course, the ones that we already knew, it was just more of a bonding with them. So.
And what's really amazing to me is that when you talk to these people, yes, we're all here because we want to learn to be more self-sufficient, but then when you get down to the core of it, we have so much more in common. And it's like, it doesn't matter what part of the country you're from, we all had these common core values, not, like I said, not just the wanting to learn how to grow our own food, but the purpose and our drive were all very similar. We walked away with a lot of information, a lot of inspiration, a lot of encouragement, and we hope that all of that will portray itself in upcoming videos.
And many of the people we didn't get a chance to actually get photos with, Eustace Conway was there again. we got to talk and hang out with Doug and Stacy a little bit, but we never really took a picture with them.
No,
and
yeah.
then Justin Rhodes, hung out, saw him. Joel Salatin.
Did get to shake his hand.
We did get to meet Joe Salatin again and talk with him, but didn't get a picture with him.
No, as he was coming in, like we saw him before anybody else did. And so I just went over there right there and I said, "Hello, Mr. Salatin. It's really good to see you. I'm Tangie from Freedom."
Yeah.
I didn't say Freedom Homestead. I just said I'm Tangie. And he said, "It's good to meet you." And then he said, "This is my wife, Teresa," which, like, I know who she is.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, "Hi, Miss Teresa. It's really nice to meet you." But one thing I wanted to say before we log off, this is a lot of people that we have mentioned. And the reason why we want you to check them out is because we know that, number one, some of them are going to have different skill sets than we have. Some of them might be raising food in the same area you're raising food, so they probably have better information than we do. And some of their personalities you just might click with better. They all have some wonderful, wonderful things to offer, and we really do hope that you go and check them out.
Yeah, we've got some from out west in Washington State, and then you got people down in Florida, Alabama, Mississippi. Then you got
Michigan,
the Mulberry Branch Farm up in
Indiana.
Indiana near the Indianapolis area.
There's Virginia, North Carolina, Tennessee,
Michigan,
Kentucky, Virginia, Georgia.
But yeah, and some of them specialize more in gardening and preserving. Some of them specialize more with livestock. Some more with smaller livestock like chickens. Others more with, cattle and goats and stuff like that. So you might find one that clicks with some of the things that you're really wanting to learn more about or you're already involved in.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we're going to get off here, but look for another video coming up here in a few days where we actually interview a couple of these and highlight them.
Yes.
So thanks for watching, as always.
As always, remember to be vigilant, be prayerful, and be prepared. We'll catch you in the next one. God bless.
See you.